Hi team, hope you're very well. As we are in the last few days of September, looking into October and the last few months of this year, I thought let's look again this morning very quickly at some self-evaluation of our business. And we look at those critically important activities or elements of our business that are so important. They're not always that urgent because we sometimes focus on the urgent things, but we don't always pay that much attention to the important things. And I just want to spend a bit of time with you this morning on that. We call it the big rocks in our business. And we break it up into 8 different sections of a business. And many of you are very familiar with this. You've seen this many times. And let's unpack them real quick. When we look at the importance of planning and prioritizing, we know that everything in our business starts with a strategy and a plan. And so few of our successes come to fruition, or so few of our goals and aspirations come to fruition if we don't plan and strategize well. So, what we need to do now is we need to look at our business and critically look at ourselves and ask ourselves, how well did I do on a scale from 0 to 10 in planning and prioritizing? That speaks about our daily planning and our to-do list. That speaks about our weekly planning and our time blocking. That speaks about our monthly planning and strategizing as we go if you consider the last 3 months of this year, sorry, the last 3 months from, let's say, July, August, September, and you look at how well have you been planning and prioritizing. If you would rate yourself on a scale from 0 to 10, where would you rate yourself? And take that resource that I'm making available to you, print it out, and put a little marker on in that pie, in that section of the big rocks, and rate yourself on a scale from 0 to 10. When we look at prospecting and lead generation, we understand that that is probably the most important activity in our business, to be on a daily quest to unlock opportunities, to connect with people, to generate leads, to prospect, all those things, because that brings stock into our business. And without stock, we have no business. He who controls the stock controls the market. So, how have you been doing? How would you rate yourself on your activity in the last 3 months on a scale from 0 to 10 on prospecting and lead generation? When we look at listing new mandates, how successful have you been over the past 3 months in listing new mandates? Regardless of the state of the market, just looking at your activity, what you have been doing, and that is the quality of your listing presentation. Do you work with a pre-list presentation? How have you been presenting to your clients? What is the quality of your dialogue that you have with your clients? All those things, how are you investing in your success to list properties successfully, bringing new mandates into your books? How well are you, how au fait are you explaining to your seller the benefits of a sole mandate? All those different elements where we need to critically look at our business and ask ourselves, what are all the important elements to list new mandates in my business? And there are many more. You can think of them. And again, rate yourself on a scale from 0 to 10. Then we look at managing mandates. How well have you been managing mandates? And that is looking at all the different elements that impact, that influence the successful managing of your mandates. If you have a mandate, obviously, you need to make sure that you have the very best photos, the very best videos, the very best description, that the property is advertised in all the right places in the best way possible. How have you given feedback to your sellers? Really informing them. So all of those things, critically look at your business and ask yourself, how well have I gone on managing my mandates? And again, rate yourself from 0 to 10. Then we look at how you have been working with your buyers and your tenants. How has that gone for you? Are you ticking all the boxes in terms of all doing everything possible to giving your buyers and your tenants the very best client experience? Because that's what it's about. And as you know, we have all the great resources in Harcourts and the tools to be able to give your buyers and your tenants such a phenomenal experience. We often know that we sometimes drop the ball in communication with our buyers and our tenants. How have you been going on that? And what is your process? And again, if you critically look at yourself and your own business, how would you rate yourself? I'm just going to say, when we are done with all of this, we want to identify the few areas in our business that we need to pay extra attention to over the next 3 months from October till December. Where can we improve our business over the next few months? When we consider managing sales and rentals, how have you gone with that? If you have made a sale, how close have you stayed to your buyers and your sellers? The same goes with our rental agents. And how have you been servicing those clients so that they can have the very best client experience that Harcourts, that any agency can give them? How would you rate yourself? Then, as far as your personal promotion and your advertising goes, how did you go on that over the past few months? Rate yourself again on that. Did you have a clear plan? Did you have a clear strategy on exactly what you want to do in terms of print, digital marketing, all the different, your show houses, everything that you could have done to promote yourself, to advertise yourself, and how did you execute on that? Did you have a good plan and did you execute on that? Rate yourself. And then the last one is sharpening the saw. That is learning, skills development, and really it looks at your commitment in making time every week to hone your skills, to upskill yourself on certain very important elements. That could be anything around sales skills, listing skills, digital marketing skills, social media, um, our new content management system, prop data, all those things that we need to hone our skills. So here we have the 8 big rocks on the screen, and the question is, how did you do? How did you do if you rate yourself over the past few months? Again, with intention to improve, because we always need to be looking at growth, isn't that so? We always need to be looking at how can I grow myself? How can I improve myself in my business so that the next 3 months can go better than the last 3 months? Where are the areas of improvement in my business? And we can only identify that if we do the self-evaluation and if we are critical about ourselves. And if we need to sit with someone, maybe a sales manager or a principal, a business owner, to reflect on these areas in our business with us and give us their insight, then we need to do that. So this is an example maybe of a balance wheel. And as you can see, this agent rated themselves at different levels. And as we can see, this wheel is completely out of balance. And ideally, we want our wheel to be balanced, isn't that so? Because obviously, a balanced wheel just rolls beautifully and it brings success. And what you then ideally want to do is identify the areas where you want to improve. I'm repeating myself, but that's just so important, is where are the areas of improvement for you in your business between the 1st of October and the end of December of this year? And so I just want to encourage you to take ownership of the self-evaluation in your business. It's, as we all know, as entrepreneurs, it is such a critically important thing that we need to do, is to look inwards, to work sometimes on our business and not so much in our business all the time. And just step out for a moment, look at it from the outside and ask ourselves, how have we gone? How have we done? And what should we be doing over the next few months? So, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. I thank you for your time. I wish you all the best of success for the last 3 months of this year. We look back on an interesting winter and a month of September, and it's just going to be fantastic in October, November, and December. I'm very excited for the next few months, and I hope you are too. So I wish you all the best. Look after yourself. Thanks for your time. Cheers.